Hi Gemini, how are you guys doing? I really hope that this video finds you well. Welcome back to the channel. It's me, Anisa from the Inner Stereo. This is going to be your love messages. It's a general reading, so the rules might get reversed or it may or may not resonate with you. And if this reading resonates with you, there's going to be a link down in the description box below for personal reading with me, okay? So in this reading, Gemini, it's going to be a you versus them format. We're going to be looking at what is your energy in the present moment, what are your challenges, past, present, future from both parties, and we're going to clarify them. And I am also going to be pulling some advice card for you by the end of the session, okay? Gemini, you have the Nine of Pentacles, you have the Four of Cups, and you also have the Five of Pentacles in your overall energy in the present moment. I feel that right now, Gemini, you're choosing to focus a lot more on yourself. With the Nine of Pentacles, you're choosing a lot more to focus on your security, your stability, your finances, your career, your health, and your routine. And because I feel that at this present moment, you're truly trying to protect your heart chakras at all costs. Because if you allow yourself to open up, especially towards the person that you're dealing with in the present moment, it will only lead to disappointment after disappointment after disappointment. There's something here about you keep getting not impressed by them. I don't know why I'm getting that, okay? And I feel that there was some point in time when you wanted them to prove you, so you still believe something good in them, okay? You still believed something good in them. And you were hoping that this person is proving themselves to be the person that you thought they were. But after multiple times, maybe 3 to 4 times, it's obvious that, they keep on proving themselves to be not good for me. You've come to that conclusion in the now. Now, what are your challenges here, Gemini? You have the Eight of Wands and you also have the Ten of Pentacles. Obviously, relationship or connection that you have towards someone is problematic right now because the movement is not really there. Okay, I feel that there is a bit of a problem when it comes to communication with this person as well. It's either you cannot communicate with them effectively or there is no communication whatsoever in the present moment. We're going to clarify in a moment, okay? Now, in the past, you have the Justice and you also have the Two of Pentacles. I feel that in the past, you were trying to look at it from a very fair perspective. Because Geminis are very fair, yeah? I noticed that because I have like a lot of Geminis in my life. Some of them are my family members and my mom as well. And you guys are always fair when it comes to judging somebody. It's like, okay, that person has their bad side, but they also have their good side. Okay? And I feel that in the past, you were truly trying to find your own conclusion and your decision by making it as logical as you could. But because you still have a lot of feelings towards them, like I mentioned earlier, there's something about you expecting them either to change or either to prove you that they're actually a good fit for you, that they're actually a good person, and etc. Now, in the past, they have the Hanged Man and they also have the Lovers. Do they have, or do they feel the same towards you? Yes, they do, okay? But they were stuck in a decision that they needed to make. And I feel that they were delaying those decisions for quite a while. And with that delay, it kind of like makes you see them or makes you see the situation a lot clearer than before. Now, in the present moment, you have the Page of Cups and you also have the Ace of Swords in upright position. I feel that in the present moment, you are very, very charged up in terms of finding a clarity on your own. In the past, I see you still struggling on finding that one reality that you're going to be holding on to so that you can make a decision about it. Right now, I feel that you have gotten it. Okay, I feel that there's something here about you going to be surrounding yourself with people that loves you as well. So you might be surrounding yourself with your family members or your best friends in this week to come. And by you surrounding yourself with these people and not really isolating yourself, you are going to get this clarity. We're going to clarify in a moment. Now, in the present moment, this person is the Five of Cups and also the King of Swords in upright position. I feel that this person right now is having a bit of a tantrum type of attitude. There's something here that they're being very stubborn about, and there's something here about, okay, you don't want this, you don't want it to be the way that I wanted it to be. Fine. Then I'm not going to hesitate in throwing all of these all away. We're going to clarify in a moment. However, in the future, I do see you getting an offer from somebody who think that you guys are their wish fulfillment. But how you're going to be reacting to it, Moon and also the Queen of Swords, you're going to keep on moving forward. Okay? So let's clarify them now, Gemini. So I want to clarify this Five of Cups from their side now first. You might be dealing with an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, because you got two King of Swords here, or a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. That's as far as I can see right now. But as I mentioned earlier, they don't like it, the fact that you're not as warm as you were before. I think there are certain things here that this person has trying to do to get a reaction out of you. Good or bad reactions for these kind of people are reaction. It's kind of like an assurance that, Gemini still has feelings for me. Whether you would shout at them or whether you're going to be nice at them, it's still a reaction. It's kind of like quite an assurance that, oh, wow, like I still have an impact or I still have an effect to make Gemini this emotionally triggered. Now, there's something about them feeling that they don't have much of that impact on you anymore. That makes them pretty disappointed. So in the present moment, they're like, okay, you want to shut down? You don't want to care about me anymore. Fine, then I'm going to be doing the same. So it's, okay, you don't care about me. I don't care about you too. Let's clarify the Page of Cups from your side here, hun. Something here about animals. I don't know why I'm getting that, but something about animals. This week you're going to find, I don't know, like when it's either when you're walking and you're just like fascinated by an animal, or you're going to be adopting a new pet, or your pet is going to give birth. But something about animal here is going to like, wow, that is going to be a confirmation sign from the universe that you're actually doing something right. Okay. Now, the Page of Cups clarified by the Hermit, the Nine of Swords, and also the Nine of Wands in upright position. You are nearing the end of your transformation period. I feel that in the present moment, what you guys are all about is your own healing. There's going to be like a lot of moment where you guys are going to be reflective. In the next 9 days, Gemini, there's going to be a certain memory that is going to come to the surface for you, which is not really a pleasant memory. Because again, the more that we withdraw from a situation and the more that we try to understand ourselves better, understand the relationship better, there would always this triggering of the memories that starts showing to the surface. It's like, oh my God, like I really remember that time that person did it like this. Don't take it to the heart. Allow to feel it and then analyze it and then let it go. Okay, the pain has passed. The pain has happened. If you get triggered, analyze, why am I feeling this way? Which part of me gets triggered? Why did I allow it to happen like that? Why didn't I establish boundaries like that? So analyze it, learn from it, and then let it go. Okay? Don't build more resentment in your heart. Don't. Let's clarify the King of Swords from their side, I mean. So they still love you. That's the thing. They still love you, but they would like to have the upper hand. This person's ego is quite big. You might be dealing with either a Taurus or Aries, I forgot, but they kind of like have this similar kind of reading where the person that they're dealing with has a very huge ego, and this is your person as well. Let's clarify the Ace of Swords. If you're single and ready to mingle, you might be connecting with an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, or a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, that is actually going to make you feel good about yourself. But in honesty, Gemini, I don't think that right now you are ready for opening up your heart chakras to somebody else, because I feel that this healing process needs to happen. Because if the healing process hasn't happened yet, there's a high possibility of you being attracted towards somebody who has a similar pattern and similar characteristic with the person that hurt you. A lot of people from your surrounding is truly trying to make you feel good about yourself. So for some of you, you would have a friend or you would have a family member who is going to make an event or make like a little bit of a party or get together to make you feel good about yourself. Okay, let's clarify the King of Pentacles in the future from their side. The communication problem in this connection is really problematic. I feel that in the future, we will have full moon on the 30th, right? Or 31st in Jakarta. But anyway, by the end of this month, during the cycle of the moon, there is going to be an acceptance. You are going to be reaching an acceptance phase of why things hasn't been working out. Accepting what your hopes and dreams about this person and this connection might never going to happen. That no matter how much of a feeling that you have towards this person, it's time to accept it. Remember when I said in the past you were struggling with a side of you still hopeful that this person is not as bad as who you think they are? They're going to prove you wrong. And then now you're starting to find the clarity. In the future, you're truly going to be accepting. Now, when you accept things, that's when you need to make a decision, right? Like, let's say, for instance, I wish we were more compatible. And then, oh, now I see that we're not compatible. In the future, okay, I accept that we're not compatible. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to be with them or not? Because eventually, a decision here needs to be made so that you could have a better peace of mind. One of the things of why it's very difficult in communicating with this person has a lot to do with overthinking. They overthink what you say. or they took personally, way too personal of what you say. So I'm going to give you an example. Let's say, for instance, if you're still in contact with them, you told them like, hey, I'm going to come to your house. Can you unlock the door for me? And they haven't responded. And then you are nearing their door and you call them, hey, I'm nearing your house. Can you open the door for me? They would see it as, why are you so controlling? Why do you need me to open the door? Why can't you just knock? Stuff like that. It's a simple thing they made it quite complicated. And it's a very simple stuff that I was telling you, but it's like just a simple thing, but it's being overcomplicated because of the perception that, oh, Gemini is trying to do this to me. Oh, Gemini is doing this because they're trying to do this to me. Something like that. Let's clarify the star from their side in the future. Honestly, I don't know what to title this. I usually have an idea on what to title my videos at the end, nearing the end of my videos, but this one I have no idea. Clarify the Queen of Swords. I'll probably do when I'm editing though, but now I have no idea. In the future, you would put more resistance. You would put, and you're going to try to establish even more boundaries for yourself. There's something here about you wanting to restructure some aspect of your life because you feel that if you restructure that, it's going to open doors of opportunities for you in your life. So it could be you restructuring your sleep schedule. It could be you restructuring your diet or your health journey. It could be you restructuring your routine, but there's something here that you want to restructure, or it could literally mean that you want to restructure your house because of for the good feng shui, things like that. But there's something here, the very need to restructure something, and you're just going to be focusing on, you know, the things that you want to be pursuing in the future. From this person's side in the future, it's kind of like similar with whether it was Taurus or Aries reading, I forgot. The more closed off you are, the more that they want you, but it's not as if like they're going to be acting on it. Because they are going to keep on studying you, okay? What has Gemini been up to? Oh, Gemini changed jobs. Which company they moved to. Oh, Gemini did this, Gemini did this. So they're still going to be doing that, but it's not as if like they're going to be doing anything about it, hun. Because I feel that this person is expecting you to be the one that does it towards them. Let's pull some advice card for you here, Gemini. Gemini, you have the Five of Wands. There has been a disruptions in your life, right? There are things that you thought was stable. This relationship was something that you thought was stable. You thought that your life was all stable. And then 5 comes to break the stability of the 4. What you can do about it is that you need to start reflecting. What is it about the old structure that I created? What is it about the old foundation that I created that made it destructible, or that made it able to be destructed by the 5 of Wands? You know what I'm trying to say? How can I in the future build a stronger base, build a stronger boundaries, build a stronger foundation, build a stronger standards, so that what I would eventually build would be something that is indestructible? Because I feel that for most of you in the present moment, you are at a phase of your life where you're rebuilding things back. So you might just come out of a breakup, or you might just come out of a divorce, or you just might come out of a job or something like that, but you're rebuilding things that you thought was stable. because it has been destructed in the past, it's time for you to start learning how can you build something that is a lot stronger this time so that it could not be destroyed again. Okay. As soon as you did that, as soon as you do that, Gemini, Wheel of Fortune, Page of Cups, a lot of opportunities is going to start coming to your life. When you rebuild, and remember when I said you would going to have a confirmation from the universe in the form of animals, any kind of animals. You could actually literally be amazed by a fly. I don't know why, but there's something about animals that is just going to catch your attention. And when that catches your attention, remember that is a universe sign that is confirming that you are on the right path. Okay. So opportunities is going to start opening up for you. Circumstances are still going to be aligned. If, again, you reflect and you dare to dream again. Because something about this whole situation that you had endured made you feel as if like, okay, I can't dream anymore. I'm tired of dreaming. I'm tired of fantasizing. I'm tired of hoping. And yet my hope just kept on not coming to fruition, right? But no. As long as you reflect on what went wrong and why it went wrong and why you allowed this foundation to not be as stable as it was before, as soon as you do that, I feel that the opportunities just keep on going to keep on rolling for you. Okay? So I think that is it for my reading for you here, Gemini. I hope that you find tons and tons of clarity that you guys been looking for, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week for another weekly reading. All right, bye guys. Have a great day. I love you.